Hey, how's it going everyone? So today I want to be as real as possible on this channel, especially for all you young cats out there. So I'm getting up there in age, and there's a lot of things that I've learned in my time, and I don't want y'all to make these mistakes, and the sooner you can figure this out, better off you will be. I don't care what sex you are. I'm teaching my kids this right now, and I basically want to take you underneath my wing if possible, if you give me a chance to just hear me out for a second. There's two things that you have, which are youth and energy. If you can get this right at the very beginning, you'll be set for life pretty much. What I did is I was a go-getter when I was younger. I wanted to work two jobs. I wanted to get a business. I wanted to do all this stuff. I loved business, but I didn't know how to do it. I have made a video on one of my other channels on how to start a business, and I think everybody should. Most of y'all, being as young as y'all are, you don't know, but I remember being 8 years old and I was always wondering how to make money. So I used to go around cutting grass. My mom had a lawnmower, and it was like cheap Murray lawnmower, but I would go up to the corner, get gas, and I would mow people's grass, and it was about 10 to 12 bucks a yard. It wasn't much. But the money that I got on the weekends, what did I do? I went and got some video games, got some junk food, some soda, and I partied for the weekend basically. Worst thing ever. However, didn't think about it at the time. I was just enjoying life. Now, as I got a little bit older, I started working a job at 16. Now, I did work in the family business, which is sanding and refinishing hardwood floors, which is tough work, but we didn't work like all the time. So it was usually like every other weekend I might work at 14, just helping out. But when I turned 16, I got an actual legit job, and it wasn't a very good job. Minimum wage at the time was like, I think, $4.25, so it wasn't much. But I worked my butt off. I tried to get overtime. I tried to take other people's hours. I got a second job trying to work a little bit at night while I was still going to school and playing my sports and everything. Like I said, you got energy when you're younger. You're motivated. You want to get things done. If I would have just tweaked that a tiny bit, which I'll get into here in a little bit, but I'll keep on describing what's going on. So as you're getting older, I turned 18, I graduated. What did I want? I wanted a brand new car. So I already had a car, which worked, but I wanted a brand new car, and the payments were $430 a month. Insurance was like $200 and something a month. So I'm looking at, let's say, $700 a month just on car payment and insurance. Now, to this day and age, it's probably not that bad, because I think I heard the average car payment is like $700 plus right now, almost $1,000 depending on what you're getting for a new car, and that's freaking crazy. But that's where I started messing up. I felt like I had to get a new vehicle. I felt some kind of, I guess, accomplishment that I had a new vehicle. And then I had that for a few years, and then I ended up keeping that and got me a used vehicle, and then a motorcycle, and then got my own place, and then bills started stacking up, and eventually I ended up losing one of my jobs, and ended up losing a lot of this stuff. So this is what I want to help y'all with. And if there's any older cats in here or whatever, share this with people that you love to try to get them to understand. If they're not listening to you, maybe they'll listen to me. I don't know. But I'm here to try to help you out, and this is what this channel is all about. Is I need y'all to understand that if you have all that energy, why not put it into yourself? Not going out and buying all this stuff and everything. So first off, okay, you go out and you want like Nautica competition. This is what I did, Nautica competition. And I mean, name brand stuff. I don't know what there are out there now or whatever, but it's been so long. But you go out and get all these designer name brands. There's easier ways to do certain things. Like, y'all have the internet. You can start a business. You know, you can just make your own logo, your own brand, and sell you, and have your own clothes. I mean, what is John or whatever. I can't think of his first name. Oh my gosh, it's right there. But he ended up starting with a van and selling his own clothes or whatever. So what I'm saying is you can sit there and start making your own clothes, which will probably be way cheaper. And then if people start liking them, guess what? You can make a little bit of profit. You got a little side hustle. So now you're making a little bit of money on the side while you're in school or out on the streets on the weekends or whatever. Now, don't go right away and take that money and just start buying crap you want, like a new car or something. All you need is a car that'll get you from point A to B, good gas mileage, cheap insurance, like a Corolla or a Honda Civic or something that's cheaper, or a cheaper truck. Get a used truck. You can get a used truck and put a little bit of money into it, or a car or a van or whatever you decide you want to get. You can put a little bit of money into it, and your payments probably like $100 to $200 a month with insurance and everything. You can spend like $3,000 to $4,000 for a decent grandma car or something. Yeah, it's not flashy or anything like that, but it gets it done, because this is where you're going to end up starting to go way above everybody else. You're going to take that extra money that would go into car payment and stuff. Either you use some of it to start a business, continue a business, but you take the bulk of that, and I want you to find a way to invest that money. If you do that, the younger the better. And I'm telling you, it's crazy how compounding works. So if you end up just taking, matter of fact, we got the screen up. Let me bring this up. Compounding calculator. Alright, we'll go down to this one. So we'll bring this site up. So this is what I want to get y'all to understand. If you take that $300 or whatever a month that you would have put on a car payment, an expense car payment, which no one gives a crap about what you really drive. Yeah, it might be new. Everybody, oh my gosh, that's awesome. You know, but after a while, it's just a car. And you're spending all that money for maintenance, for taxes, and all that other crap. That's just unbelievable. You take that money when you're younger. Let's say you started working at 16. You bought a $3,000 car or whatever, and then you got some money left over. You start, let's say you start saving it up and you go to invest. We can do this two different ways. We can either do a monthly. You can put it in per month, start with zero and start monthly, and invest it. But let's just, to make this easier or whatever, let's just say you did $300 a month every month for 10 years. That's what, $36,000? Alright, so that would put you, if you did it for 10 years, that puts you at 26 years old. The average for S&P 500 is about 10%. Matter of fact, let's take it down to 9. It's on average has been 10%, but we'll put it at 9 just to have a little buffer. All right, so at 26, let's say you want to retire at 56. And I know they push it to being 70 something, but again, you just put $36,000 into this. That's it, 36 grand. So you're at that, let's say, like I said, that's 30 years. That it just sits there. You don't put anything else other than this. You just grind it out. You put it in there for 10 years, and you come up with $36,000 invested. All right. So usually they do dividends and stuff quarterly. So we'll hit quarterly on that. We're not going to put any more money into this. It's just going to $36,000 and 9% for 30 years. $519,000 when you go to retire. That's crazy. So okay, let's do it a different way. So 0, it's still 9%. Now you take the 4 years out because you ended up doing it per month, and you do $300 a month, and it's still quarterly. Now this is going to be more money invested because you're doing it over 40 years that you did $300 a month, which really isn't a whole bunch, especially if you make sure you take that out at the very beginning. almost $1.4 million by the time you retire at 56. Now you can add more into this, but this gives you the opportunity to actually have something on the side. Now you're also going to be able to have your business or something. If you have that, you're making money, maybe put some money into that. But let me go big here. So what I'm getting at is, if I would have started investing when I was younger, I'm in my mid 40s at this point. Now there's some people that are older than me, but we waste so much of our money and we have no idea. We go to Taco Bell or McDonald's, or because I was there too. You hang out with your boys or whatever, and you go to some restaurant or whatever, and you just hang out, or you start getting into maybe going to a club or something as you get over 21. You're pushing all this stuff and you don't realize $20 here, $40 there, $80 there. It starts adding up quick. If you have a goal set and you just go, you know what, I got paid, I'm taking this money out, and that's going to go to invest first, because you want to invest in you first. Always you first. No one cares about you. Think about it. The government wants their tax money. What happens when you get your paycheck? They already took their percentage out because they don't trust you to pay them. So they take their money first because they want to get paid. That's what you should be doing with your money. Okay, you get your paycheck, they already took their money out. What's left over? Do at least 10%. You get, let's say, every 2 weeks you get paid, let's say $1,200. Take $120 of that. Put it into some kind of investment. I don't care if it's dividend stocks, regular stocks, cryptocurrencies. Invest in yourself on learning something that will get you somewhere. Like me, I'm trying to figure out editing, and I will see where it goes, but maybe I can do a little side hustle on that as well. But you got to invest in yourself. You have to try to find out what the break is. Your families, your past generations, your parents, their parents, stuff like that. Life was a little different for them, but I know my parents didn't have anything. We barely got by most of the time, and I don't want that for you. And I'm teaching my kids as they're growing up, because they're still kind of young. But one of them is getting ready to graduate. Is take that percentage out, invest that money, make a little savings account just in case something comes up. Whatever's left over, you can spend on whatever, on a car or place to live, or if you want a little buffer to go out and hang out with friends or whatever, go for it. But the thing is, they're not going to have the same mentality as you. They want to, they get paid, their money's already gone, because they keep on getting debt. When you get to a certain point in debt, you're not going to realize it because it's going to happen so fast. And then you're going to turn around in 5-10 years going, holy crap, I owe $70,000 or $80,000, or you went to college or whatever, found out you got $150,000 loan on your schooling that you got to figure out how to pay back. And most kids or whatever, they don't get that career job right away. So I know I've put this into a longer thing, and I'm trying to get you to understand that if you start off, the younger the better, on figuring out, if you take a percentage of your money and invest it as soon as possible. I don't care if you have to get a parent to help you get an E-Trade account or Robinhood to put in there. I don't even know if Acorns is still a thing or whatever. You can put a little bit of money in there and they kind of invest for you, or spread it across all of them. Maybe get a Coinbase account, put all your information there, your license and stuff like that, and then slowly invest. They have where you can set up every week or bi-weekly or monthly that they automatically take the money out and invest it in whatever coins that you're wanting to go into. Now you got to be careful, and you got to do your research on those, because some of them might go under, some of them might last the whole time. I don't know. I do invest in certain coins, and matter of fact, I have an HBAR video that's, if you want to look at that on my channel. Not saying that you should invest in that, but it gives you an update on kind of what they're trying to do. the very beginnings of who they are. But invest in these little things and spread it across or whatever, because you can get wealth and you can take that wealth and put it into other things, and you can keep on snowballing it. So when you actually want to retire, it could be 40, it could be 50, it could be 70, whatever the case may be. When you want to retire and just kind of enjoy life, you can start getting loans off of that, or you can sell some of it, and there's all sorts of different things that you can do with that, and you can actually enjoy life. Now, you have all the energy at the very beginning to be able to do this, but when you end up getting to, let's say, 30, 40 years old, life has already hit you and smacked you and beat you down so much that you're just like, I don't even know if I want to keep going. It sucks some days. Like, I really need to wake up every morning and go to work? Well, yeah, you got a house payment, you got kids, you got whatever. It all starts adding up, and it happens fast. You want to get this at the very beginning. If you get it right, then you'll be set for life, and your kids, hopefully you can teach them if you have kids. But maybe some of your friends will, or maybe more of y'all will start channels like this and start showing, the children, no, I shouldn't say children, the kids, the youth, even teens, 20s, whatever, get them to understand how you ended up making it. Now, you have all these channels out there right now on Instagram, and most of them are faking the spot, and they're just burying themselves in debt even more. Just because you see it doesn't mean it's necessarily true. You don't know what their life is in the background. They could be struggling just like everybody else trying to make it. So anyways, I hope you get something out of this video. And I know it was kind of a rant, but I'm trying to get you to understand the percentages here of compound interest when you're young. If you get older like me, I don't have those years. So now I've only got maybe, if I was trying to do 56 or whatever, I got maybe 10 years. So you go into here, 10 years. Look at this, 60,000 bucks. My life, I can't do nothing with that. Not with the prices of things are right now. And that's what I want y'all to get to understand. If you can do this as soon as possible, the better off you'll be. So even if I put that $36,000 in right now, I don't put anything into it here monthly, it's only basically $88,000. That's nothing. That's not going to get me by. So you have to you've got to make the decision to invest, and you've got to get the information and do it. I don't care if there's certain classes that you want to get into to make yourself better. You need to invest in yourself always. Do better. I know my kids, my younger ones anyways, they'll watch YouTube and stuff all day long, and they haven't learned anything. They're just watching shows. Nothing. Watch videos that are actually going to help you, teach you. Like I said, I've been trying to learn editing. So DaVinci Resolve or whatever is this editing software that I have. I've been watching a lot of videos trying to learn certain things about it. And some of the stuff that's in this video, you're probably seeing from things that I learned. And every time I learn something new, I get super giddy with it. It's freaking awesome. And you will too. And I want y'all to understand that. So with that being said, I know most of y'all probably not watching towards the end of this, but if you can give me a thumbs up, subscribe, please. Make a comment below. If there's something that you want me to go into a little bit more depth, I would love to. Just let me know down below, and I appreciate it, and we'll catch you on the next one.